Damn, that lighting is crazy.
All I see is cryptocurrency. The NWO, give me that NWO, give me that NWO.
All I see is cryptocurrency.
The NWO, give me that NWO.
Had to run that back again. Welcome back to another legacy message, man. Sending nothing but energetic flowers y'all way. Welcome back to another legacy message.
All I see is cryptocurrency. The NWO, give me that NWO.
What a wealth transfer. All I see is cryptocurrency.
The NWO, give me that NWO.
On the right side of history, this is the digital 1776. Paul Revere and them boys, we're making some noise for freedom. Sending energetic flowers. All the devil's tricks, silly rabbit. What's up, Doc? What's that knock? More abundance I see, more abundance I reap. Digital, generating income. Better flash loan, but they maneuver my NWO cryptos. That's that people's money. Silver and gold. All I see is crypto. Welcome back to another legacy message. Welcome to another legacy message. Sending nothing but good energy your way. All I see is cryptocurrency. Wow.
I got the robots
It's working for me and my family. I'm an elitist. 2021 shit.
OTF.
Family
Family
function.
running this business. 80 hours we working on this digital mission. Got the
Focus, got focus, right?
Yeah, I'm
Living life.
I see them digital assets in sight.
Everything gonna be alright. Everything gonna be alright. Stick to the plan.
Digital.
All about them assets.
For freedom. I do this for generational growth. All I see is
The greatest wealth transfer in human history. We're going through the greatest wealth transfer in human history. Sending nothing but energetic flowers your way. Sending nothing but energetic flowers your way. Greatest wealth transfer in human history. Great, and most Americans don't have crypto. God damn, son. Oh shit, you thought we ain't know shit? Boss moves is the only thing in motion. Oh shit. Greatest wealth transfer, most Americans don't have crypto. Damn, son. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh shit, you thought we ain't no shit.
Boss move is the only thing in motion. History repeats itself.
You thought we ain't no shit.
Boss moves is the only thing in motion. Just trying to tell me how to lead. How that work?
Tell me,
How that work?
tell me.
Followers are trying to tell me how to lead. How that work? How that work? Boss, no manipulation. Fuck your simulation. Ain't no fair around here.
Source is the only thing around here.
Demons back to the shadows and never come out. Boss running business and you bad for business. Yo,
Shit, you thought we
shit, we gotta run this.
shit. You thought we
shit.
ain't no.
We gotta run this shit back again. We're going through the greatest wealth transfer in human history, and most Americans don't have crypto.
Oh shit, you thought we ain't no shit.
Boss moves, it's the only thing in motion. Oh shit. Oh shit. They're trying to tell me how to lead. How that work?
Tell me,
How that work?
tell me.
Followers are trying to tell me how to lead. How that work? How that work? Boss, no manipulation. Fuck your simulation. Ain't no fair around here. Oh my God. And never come out. Boss running business and you bad for business. Huh? Shout out to Paul Revere. Shout out to Axe. Shout out to Axe. Think I'm a clown. Shout out to Paul Revere. Never stocking fiat. We know it ain't currency. Silver and gold, real assets. Currently taking profits. Damn. My main character table fire. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my Canadian. Oh, thank you for that $1 million donation. Shout out to Sigma Oracle. That boy liquidating some funds, you heard? Yo, shout out to Sigma Oracle. Only think in motion. Boss moves is the only movements in motion. Boss movements, the only movements in motion. Boss moves. Shout out to XRP Army. Boss. 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 Ooh, thank you, Sigma Oracle, for that $1 million donation. Starting the stream right, you heard? What a wealth transfer. What a wealth transfer. Shout out to my Canadian. What a wealth transfer in which that we are going through right now, y'all. What a wealth transfer. Shout out to my global citizens of the world, cause we about this financial freedom. Financial freedom. Sending energetic flowers your way. Sending energetic flowers your way. Woo! Let me screenshot that. Let me screenshot that. 1 million in a week. One more time. For that million in a week. Million in a week of wealth transfer. Let's go. Let's. Financial freedom. That's how you do it as a Gen X. That's how you do it. We're smarter than the system. Like the bosses that we are, every day we get more free. A million. And it goes to assets. Generating income. Niggas dumb if they ain't generating none. Always gotta work like a slave. Ain't way that nigga free. Fuck that 401k. Okay. Get you some today, huh? Financial freedom, yeah. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, yeah. Financial freedom, yeah. Whatever it takes. We gon' be free, whatever it takes. Yeah. Building our network, we know what life works. Our active income with passive income. You know I gotta invest. Sending nothing but good energy. That's cash flow. Let that cash flow and watch it grow. Money work for me, money work for you. Energy working for me and you. Sure is what us new elites do. We love taking action. That boy said I ain't greedy. I took $1 million of profits. Whatever it takes, yeah. Financial freedom, yeah. Whatever it takes. We gon' be free, yeah. Financial freedom, yeah, we free. Assets that generate income, yeah, we free. Financial freedom, yeah, we free. Assets that generate income, yeah, we free. We gotta generate that income. Financial freedom, yeah, we free. Assets that generate income, yeah, we free. Canadian, but it's no, it's good. Thank you. We're a businessman that don't mind a diverse portfolio of currency. Ain't no businessman ever gonna be mad at how money coming into his organization. I don't give a fuck what currency it come in. Energy is energy, and it all works for me, player. So shout out to my Canadian man. It's Father KU. Now that all the trilateral club is to the left. If anybody's still here that is not of the main character table, is not of God. Trilateral club is down the hall to the left. You won't miss it. All right. It says trilateral. Okay. Thank y'all for coming back to another Legacy Generational Wealth message. It's Father KU, K the Wise Man, K the Landlord, K the Human Crystal. We're talking about being the energy god. We're talking about 6% higher return on energy investment, but I'm not your financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm more like a Bitcoiner, your spiritual brother, your spiritual brother, big brother, little brother, father of the internet. We definitely be kicking game about blockchain, rental income, and commodities. Boss movements are the only movements currently in motion. Right now, we're making monumental history, right? This is why we talk about these generational legacy stuff, man, because to have the rest of the world miss out on this greatest wealth transfer Damn, son, you gonna catch a big L on your forehead. Like you're gonna literally catch a big ass L on your forehead, all due to all due to just being a fan in the stands and not being a participant in the game with your sovereignty. It's real scary out here. We're going through the greatest wealth transfer in human history, so make sure you're on the right side of history. Let me repeat one more time. We're going through the greatest wealth transfer in human history, so make sure you're on the right side of history. Pivot, leveraging, and profiting. Praise to the Most High. Shout out to our Heavenly Father. Thank you, Source. No monkey branching on this side. Team loyalty is the vibe. Yes, sir. All right. Once again, praise to the Most High. Let me get y'all this title so we get further into this legacy generational streams. I do have two articles for us to dive into. One about bail-ins. I think it's very important that for what is about to come before January 20th and what to come for this following year, that we stay ahead, right? Because when we are ahead, when we're ahead with this awareness, we pivot, leverage, and profit. And anybody that is in these banks, they're going to truly suffer because if you don't hold it, you don't own it. So this is what we're going to go over today, so that the American people know that God was here the whole time to assist y'all, making sure that you guys got the awareness so that you could pivot, leverage, and profit each and every time to be part of this wealth transfer. It's just up to y'all whether or not you used your free will to be about something great for yourself for once. You know, I know the system taught you how to work for the system and be for the system, consider the system before yourself, but it's now to turn a new leaf. Time for a new chapter, all right? Because we're going into that chapter of 2025. So it's very important that what you've done in 2024, 2025, you're better than you were as 2025, you're better than you were in 2024, because that's what we're going to be doing, right? Trump being president, also the Federal Reserve, you know me, chairman of we the people Federal Reserve Central Bank. They're about to have a meeting this month, and I am a little bit on the optimistic side that they're going to cut a quarter basis points, which is definitely going to have Bitcoin go to 120. You know, so you have the Trump pump, and then you have Jerome Powell giving some more dopamine to the markets. That should definitely have us over 120 by the end of this year. We will see, or moving into the January, going more up as well. That's a possibility as well. I'm just taking a slice of humble pie and just watching the game, because once again, wealth is being transferred to our family, right? That's the type of family dynamics we're about. We're cash flow motivators. We're elite asset allocators. Now let's get further into this message. Once again, shout out to D Jordan, shout out to Paul Revere, shout out to Sigma Oracle with that $1 million donation. All right, shout out to Good Time, shout out to Kendra. Y'all, if y'all here, if y'all not here, either way, you know, I got y'all in mind and heart. All right, I love y'all. Okay. Cody, everybody, you already know. All my hitters, you know what time it is. Okay, will your finances be blocked? Financial lockdowns is 100% coming. These are the things the systems. This is what the system has to do to you know, the narcissistic system. It has to feel sense of control, right? And when you're losing control, you're gonna do all kinds of shady shit to get back into control. Understand or overstand what I'm saying. And thank you once again, Sigma Oracle, for that inspiration. My boy say he made 1 million. He made 1 million in a week. Damn, son. That's inspiration right there, brothers. Grab your nuts. You know we all strive for that shit. And it's going to take us some time to get there, but we going to get there. Understand or overstand what is it I'm saying. That's fire. And if you guys want to follow, lead with us on Instagram, definitely kick that Instagram link when you're ready. But let's go over the first article we're going to go over is about bail-ins. We're going to go over the history of it a little bit. And then we're going to end up talking about how Bitcoin is helping America, and based off of like all the marketing that's been happening these last 4 years or last 15 years, guys, I don't know how the American people can't see that like Bitcoin is the chosen one. Literally the chosen one. But to each his own, right? You know, history repeats itself because people are insane. A lot of generational migrant Americans that are here, they want to repeat the forced history too, from going from a gold to the dollar. Now they're going to get forced again from going from the dollar to the digital dollar. It's already here, y'all. So the fact that the rest of the American people is struggling to get involved, there's a reason why there has to be a force, because the American people with their freedom, they don't even care about wealth. They don't care about their freedom. They don't care about the greatest technology that is freeing themselves up and the world. Meanwhile, the Infinity Bill technology was enslaving the Americans and the world. So to each his own, you know what I mean? Like it baffles me that people of the free world actually want slavery than freedom. because when you're really about freedom, you take action on that shit. Wherever freedom is, that's where you should find the American people. But that's not always the case, as we can see in real life. Okay, so no point of wishful thinking, right? Just pay attention to reality. There is no point of wishful thinking, fams. None whatsoever. All right, let's get into this article, because this article is about I found this on nestman, man with two n's.com, nestman.com. This is an article back from February 22, 2024. How do you protect against bank bail-in? Shout out to Brandon Rowe, all right, because he wrote this article. It's a question we've gotten a lot, especially since the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank, First Republic Bank this past spring. So how do you protect against bank bail-ins? And the fact that he started off this article with this is a conscious man that's paying attention to what the symptoms of what's going on with the banks. So the fact that in the last 4 years banks have been closing and the American people are still in trust of these banks, I gotta give y'all credit. Cause shit, I don't even trust my mom or my father, so I damn sure ain't gonna trust no banks. So, but more power to y'all. And on top of that, too, we the people are and global citizens. We're doing our own financial banking now. We don't have to have our money in no banks. We don't got to deal with no bank teller no more or anything of the sort. We just operate with AI, which is the middleman. But if y'all don't want to be a part of the fourth industrial reality, y'all just wait for the government to force y'all. And once again, too, ain't no money in those banks. We're going to let's go over that real quick. We're gonna go over that real quick. Thank you, Spirit, for saying that. Right? We're gonna go over that real quick. So as of March 26, it was announced March 15, 2020. This is public information. What the Americans or global citizens are doing with it, 101 no, right? Most people are distracted though. So announced as announced on March 15, 2020, the board, I'm believing it's the federal board, right, reduced reserve requirements ratio to 0% effective March 26, 2020, and it has not ended. So ever since March 26, 2020, there is 0% requirements to have money in these banks. Okay? This is public. This is the information age. So if you're not aware of this public information and you still have money in the banks and whatnot, that's just on you, fams. That's directly on you, because this was publicized 4 years ago to make sure that you have had the last 4 years to make sure that you are protecting all your liquidity, all your funds, all your resources. If you have to wake up one day and realize none of your money's gone, that's on you, player. That's on you. You're a jackass. That is on you. Because the greatest Ponzi scheme in American history, the American people always get played, okay? Only those that are socialist and they, for whatever reason, they have this childish mind to hold faith in the banks and the government. You're a child. If the Native Americans ain't holding no faith in this motherfucking government, I damn sure ain't gonna hold no faith. And we talking about American history right now, just American fucking history. I ain't gonna have no motherfucking faith knowing exact what happened to them. I know can happen to me. I told you this already. When you see people in your family doing shady shit to other people, just know that is a sign right there. That's a good omen. That's a good sign to pay attention to. That they will do that fuck shit to you. You better pay attention, man. Shout out to good time. All right. So March 26, right? Banks have not been required to hold reserves since March 26, 2020. No holding of reserves. See, my eyes getting big. So what you need to be doing? But you do you. You do you, though, player. You do you. You keep your money in the bank so you experience trauma. Listen, if your money in the bank and you lose your money, you're a trauma bonder. Just know that. You need to be real with yourself about your shit. That's how you get through. That's how you level up in life. That's how you get through anything. You got to be real. I'm not a trauma bonder. So this is why I say I hold my own shit. All right. Explanation: Fed's decision to eliminate requirements was part of its response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The goal, and it's still the goal, is to stimulate the economy by supporting lending to businesses and households. Told you they got to keep the game going. They got to keep the game going. The economy cannot slow down. The moment the economy slows down, majority of the people here in America is going to enter into a Great Depression times 4, because most Americans don't own assets, business corporation, gold, silver, Bitcoin, land. So it's 3, 4, 5 times broke. I know I'll get through it because I got silver. I got me a couple grams of gold. You know, I got the Bitcoin and things. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think I will definitely be fine. You know, to a degree. I'm not saying I will be like perfectly fine. I'm set up for that type of luxurious life. But I ain't gonna struggle like everybody else. I'll be able to still put food in my mouth and do trade and bartering and stuff. Yeah. But anyway, other factors. The Fed's decisions was also based on the idea that banks are responsible for maintaining their own liquidity. Now they're responsible for maintaining their own liquidity. The help ain't gonna be there until the deed has been done, and that this can be achieved by holding assets that can be easily converted to cash. So they're letting them know what they need to do to make sure that they're protecting themselves, right? And that's the same thing as chairman of We the People Central Bank. I also communicate to y'all that too, right? Holding assets that can be easily converted into cash, which means, oh well, I already said it, assets. You gotta hold assets, man. Because once you have assets, you can always get cash. You always get cash. Always. That's what you go into the bank for, to go get some cash from, and it's tax free because it's debt. This is how the elites move, man. All I'm simply doing is making sure that you get the right mind, the right perception, so that you can compete, like actually compete. Because most people that's going to the school shit, that you believe in an infinity bill, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not competing. Because you're only the American people believe in the infinity bill. And then all the other third world countries that know the American dollar, the American infinity bill is the highest bill, so that's the one that you want. But other than that, it's only the socialist Americans that have faith in this dollar bill. You could see through the elites movement. They got XRP. Shout out to Sigma Oracle. Shout out to Good Time. They got XRP. Shout out to D Jordan. They have non-sovereign assets. And I'm just using examples from the people that's in this live stream. There's a whole bunch of other elitists and shit too, bro. You see it through their actions. They don't give a fuck about the dollar. They buy assets. And you can see through BlackRock's actions, bro. I'm taking a lot of these billions of dollars and I'm moving it towards Bitcoin, because they're hyperinflating through their actions. They're showing us that they moved to the next economy. The American people are not moving. They're devil game getting a bitch sucking mushroom tip. Reserve requirements are not frequently changed in many countries, including the United States, because they can disrupt financial markets in the short term. Sound about right to me. This is some short-term affair of wanting to crash this shit. So for the long term, everybody moving from DeFi, everybody moving within the fourth industrial reality. I played AMTV for y'all, so y'all get it from somebody, someone that's actually multi-million billionaire family. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is serious shit. This is serious shit. They have the perfect excuse now, because majority of the money, the only ones that are still keeping money in the bank is the peasants. They're the only ones still keeping money in the bank. What the fuck the wealthy people need to keep money in the bank for? When they know about money, and they know dollars is trash, and that's why I told you everything of this third industrial reality is being tokenized for the fourth industrial reality. In the fourth, you still need the trash currency, United States coin. You still need it. It's a balance, because you hoard the good currency, you hoard the good assets, and you use the shitty ones for business transactions. That's United States fiat or United States coin. So ain't much change, just a stage. Because what is it I'm expressing to you? This is not new insight. This is very old. I'm just 31 years old. This is old information. If I was still in the third industrial reality, all I would simply be doing is moving towards gold, silver, land, assets, business, corporation. So I would be even more invested in paper assets myself. If I was if I was more, if we were only in the third when we're in and we weren't in the fourth now, that's how I would be moving. So this ain't new information. The dollar's trash. It's been severed from God, from gold and silver. So the dollar's fucking trash. It's been nothing but debt and taxes, which the Marxist socialists, they love to pay debt and taxes, bro. They love to pay debt and taxes. They're not the December 16, 1773 American. No, no, no. They're the idiotic American that's been whitewashed and trained by the system to be a real good debt slave wage earner. Yeah, yep. Which means you're taxable. Oh, yeah. All you do is pay taxes and wonder why you're so separate from the wealthy. Let me read y'all messages. Shout out to this chat. Nice, healthy chat. We've been shaping the fuck out this chat, man. I like what's going on up in here. Banks create the crypto rug pull, narrative to scare people away, Then banks will inevitably get rug pulled and fail, on purpose, right? Only the giants will survive, then everyone expect, excuse me. Then everyone except for the crypto holders lose. Exactly, Sigma Oracle. This is why we've been really changing, because the insight, the visions that I've been seeing, bro. I just see a lot of see a lot of torture. I see a lot of pain. I see a lot of trauma. I see a lot of things in which people could avoid. And I feel very bad for those people that chose not. Well, I don't feel too bad, but I'm empathetic to a degree, because what you accept, I accept too. So I don't be feeling too bad, but I still do have a heart. And if I could do something by, once again, putting out, shouting it out, closed mouth never get fed. Bring that light to you, because you're in a dark place and you connect with that light. You gravitate to that light of God, then we could do something. But other than that, like, I do have to watch people fail. Like I've had to watch myself fail. That's why I'm not a failure no more. Like that's what makes people stronger individuals. Fortunately and unfortunately, because most people don't become stronger from it. But hey, man, ain't nothing I can do about it, bro. People have a rock head. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are lost, and this is why robots got to replace them, because you can tell a robot a command and motherfuckers listen. Like, as a human being to another human being, you're not gonna really take you're not gonna take good guidance, unfortunately. Like, you're a lot of people's receptivity is to the lie. That's your programming and training. Like, that's why I don't be getting upset. I don't be getting mad. Like, I really get the little boys and girls of America and of the world. Like, you're trained to be a loser. Like, unless you pick up your own self and get out of that loser vibration, like, you're literally trained to be a loser. You're literally trained to be nothing, a hollow. And I got the Patronus charm. Where's my wand? I got my Patronus charm for you. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck away from me, you hollow. Yeah. That's what we got going on. Shout out to Sigma Oracle, because that's some real shit. Y'all might want to screenshot that, because that's pretty much how it's going. Because once again, when you're an adult, you know the whole world is staged. The whole world is staged, because that's how you get what you plan. Ain't no man, ain't no one in the game of business to lose profits, unless that's a tax write-off and stuff like that. You got a whole bunch of other capital to keep in your reserves and whatnot. But ain't no business person in the game of losing capital, losing profits. No, we in the game of making profits, bro. And the Infinity Stone ain't giving us no profits. The solution for the American people and the global citizens that is under the Infinity Bill illusion is Bitcoin. Because it gives us more purchasing power, as you are losing purchasing power as a wage slave every single day. Shout out to uneducated economists. Check out uneducated economists. He just dropped a video roasting the people about they gonna be begging. They gonna be begging for this new money and stuff like that. They are beggars already, and he highlighted in a different way than I would highlight it, because I'll be cussing people out and stuff like that. He handled it way more mature, but it's just the truth. Like, it's getting bad out here. I told you, when the American people no longer can do things for themselves, they're going to be brought to their knees, and as they're on their knees, they will suck mushroom tip. They will. People will do anything strange for the piece of change, the dangle of the carrot. You best believe that shit. That infinity bill, you heard? Fiat is trash monopoly money for everyday slave transaction. And the game of Monopoly, speaking of Monopoly that you said, Sigma Oracle, explains that. Like, like you have the properties, there's the assets, you land those assets, they produce you dollars, and you gave your trash dollars to the owner, so the owner can continue to keep living that passive income mastery. I got my time back live, optimizing my income and multiplying optimize my income and then multiplying that income. Yeah, that ROM method. Yeah. Fiat is trash. Signs I feel though, even though the monopoly money is worth more than fiat doo, it's imperative that people get with the times and adapt, get right or get left. Yeah, D Jordan. Every industrial revolution comes with an opportunity to jump in and get with the program or get left behind. Absolutely, absolutely. Like for the baby boomers, one of the greatest opportunity for them was the severing of fiat with gold and silver. Like if they understood that game, they would be a lot of them would be in a way different position today. Like a lot of the big dogs that are of the baby boomer generation, like Robert Kiyosaki, right? Who's $1.2 billion in debt, in debt, and he don't pay no taxes. Yeah, man. So you got to know the game, man. That's why I don't listen to no poor people of my family dynamics and stuff like that, bro. I go where the money at. I heard my elders say, follow the money. I say, lead with the money. I went where the money at. Because my elders weren't the one with the motherfucking money, dog. Shout out to Ash Lewis. All right. So let's get further back into this bail in. So, just a little recap. Silicon Valley Bank already closed. First Republic Bank in the past spring has already closed as well. So how do you protect against bank bail-ins? We'll explore that in today's piece because we like to identify with the problems and focus on the solution because we are the American capitalists. We're the bold, brave, free, right? We can't focus on problems because that's how you. Oh, shout out to Cody. I did shout you out a little bit earlier. Not Ash, but thank you, Ash. I shot you out already. Know the game, win the game. Exactly, Cody. Exactly. So we're talking about solutions now. So you ain't never can say that I'm a person that's problematic. But I always kick you out of solutions of gold, silver, Bitcoin, land, assets, business, corporations. Anyway, so let's go about more solutions. And once again, if you're watching these videos and you're watching these videos and you're not taking inspired action and you all up in these banks, yeah, man, you're wasting your time. You're truly pathetic. I need y'all to know that. Cap fit, let them wear it. You're truly pathetic. Like you're off those gay energies. Like you're wasting your time, not getting value from here. You're not doing anything to me. That's why them two people had to go, bro. These weirdo energies. You're not doing nothing to me. Like you fucking up your own life. Shout out to Amita. All right. So, what is bank bailing exactly? The concept became mainstream in 2013 thanks to 2013 bank collapses in Cyprus. Good day, brother. Good day to you too. Good day to you too. The crisis began when it became obvious that Cypriot banks, particularly the two largest ones, the two largest ones, Bank of Cyprus and Cyprus Popular Bank. Never heard of these banks before. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. There's a lot of banks here in America I ain't never heard of. Also known as Laiki Bank, the Greek word for popular, were heavily exposed to Greek government bonds. These bonds dropped greatly in value due to the Greek debt crisis of the time, leading to huge losses for the bank. Speaking of bonds, uh, my opinion, and just from the sources, many sources I watched that are about finances and whatnot, uh, I believe the bond markets is gonna crash. Don't mean go disappear. It's just gonna go through what it need to go through so that we go through the rise of the fourth industrial reality. The legacy market has to crash for us to go to the fourth. Like these banks and whatnot, these businesses got closed down for us to go to the fourth, guys. So this is why we talk about pivot, leveraging, and profiting, making sure that y'all understand that your awareness is your offense and defense. What we are aware of, we can use to benefit our reality. versus those that won't. They're not conscious like that. They won't benefit their reality by what they're aware of. They just won't do it. It is what it is, fams. So, does bank fail because of these Greek bonds? Right? That's just a little uh, highlight to what's coming here to America. Trust me, if they know how to, anybody that know how to make their country successful also knows how to make their country fucking fail. All right, okay. All right. Let's keep it going. The European Union and the International Monetary Fund offered to help, but only if Cyprus bailed in the banks. That meant roping in the bank's shareholders, bondholders, and even some depositors. Under the terms of bail-in, banks of Cyprus went through a significant restructuring. Shareholders and bondholders suffered losses, and the bank's uninsured deposits over 100,000 euros were also subject to a haircut, resulting in a loss of funds for some depositors. You don't want to be in these banks. You don't want to be in these banks. I don't want a trauma bond. I don't want to experience none of this. None of this. Those of you that want to experience any of this, wow. More power to you. The bank's health assets were transferred to a newly created entity, while the remaining assets were replaced in a bad bank, quote unquote bad bank. Cyprus Popular Bank was also wound down, and its healthy assets were transferred to Bank of Cyprus. Uninsured depositors, and I expect this to happen to American banks too. Big bank gonna take over little bank. Big bank gonna take over little bank. And they're gonna close on a Friday, and they're gonna let the American people the American trauma walkers, they're gonna let them know by Monday. They've been doing this hand over fist without failure, bro. They always close on a Friday. Like, this is how conscious and how much we pay attention to the world in which that we're in. This shit, motherfuckers be closing on a Friday and letting y'all know. They give you 2 days to sweat. 2 days. I ain't got no money. I'm losing energy. I'm losing life force energy. I'm hurt. I'm traumatized. Yeah, Satan love to fuck with you like that. And y'all like to be fucked by y'all Uncle Satan. Yes, y'all do. Y'all like to be fucked by y'all Uncle Satan. Yeah, he the one in y'all families that be doing all the pedophile shit, be doing all the weirdo stuff. Yep, that's the Uncle Satan. We all got that nigga, unfortunately. That fucking faggot. Oh my god. At the time, this was highly controversial, as it effectively confiscated depositors' assets and opted them into an agreement they had no say over. It caused a lot of chaos and led to a loss of confidence in the banking system. I ain't got no confidence in the banking system, bro. I don't trust shady business practices and whatnot, bro. I ain't got no trust for any of them shady business people. Most people in business is shady. Okay? I'm gonna get to y'all. Hold on, let me read what y'all got going on, so I keep up with learn how to keep up more with the chat. Shout out to Ash Lewis, bars for bars, all right. Cody, be your own bank, create your own family bank. Yeah, see, I'm glad you also added that. See, that's why. Man, much sending energetic flowers y'all way, man. Much love for that one. Create your own family bank. Boom. When you take money out, put money plus interest back in. Boom. Same with all the people in your family bank. Boom. No fake interest, only profits, because that's the game that we fucking study. Thank you, Cody, for that one, man. That's what this family is around here doing. You know what I mean? We family banking. You know what I mean? Y'all got relatives. Y'all relatives ain't family banking. Y'all relatives gay. I bet you got some gay people in your relatives. I bet you. If not, y'all family doing some good things. Y'all doing big things. The devil ain't in there. The devil ain't comfortable. That's what's up. Shout out to D Jordan, trauma bonded. Fucking trauma bonders. Ash, me no like old body. All right, so what happens in a bank bail-in? Let's go over it, because most people must not be aware of what bank bail-ins are or never experienced it themselves. Mind you, there are American that have gone through the Silicon banks. All the banks that have been failing the last 4 years, American people have gone through that. They took that hit. They took a hit. We gotta pour one. Let me take a sip for my homies. Let me take a sip for my American homies, my brothers and sisters that ain't never got their money back from being in the motherfucking banks. Hold on, let me take a sip. Cause damn son, I would hate to be that. I would hate to be that person, that position. And I understand how you would feel in a position like that, bro. I don't ever want to feel like that. So you know what we do? We heal. We don't trauma bond. We execute. We put in effort. We take action. Let me take one more sip for my American people, because there's a lot of American people that they never got their money back with them bank closures. And then there are of course customers that have to move to their new bank. That still fucking sucks. That means that motherfuckers don't that means that motherfuckers didn't do a good job on knowing their banks. Remember, this is business. It's business. So just know when banks close on your ass, it's business, bro. You should be protecting yourself. That's gonna be a great lesson for every American people that is trauma bonding, or they fall deeper into sadness. But it's a great lesson when you learn, oh, I gotta protect my shit a little better. Like with Gay Narc and him doing all that fraud stuff, I learned gotta protect myself better. Baby mama number one, her and them gay acts too, gotta protect myself better, bro. I learned from my lessons. I learned from my failures, because they are my greatest teachers. It's not the highs, it's the lows. All right, let's keep it going. Basically, if a bank goes bust for whatever reason and the government decides not to bail it out as the bank's customers, you could be forced to have your deposits converted into worthless bank stock. I do not see the banks bailing out all these banks here in America. I don't see that happening. Jerome Powell gave the command, bro. Jerome Powell said, we gotta remember. Let me make sure I get you out of date. March 26, 2020. Banks have not been required to hold reserves since March 26, 2020. Okay. So that already lets us know, man. I don't see no bail-ins coming. I mean, bailouts coming. Bail-ins coming. Okay. So just know, if you're in the banks, you could be forced to have your deposits converted into worthless bank stocks. Just like those of you that treat yourself worthless. You will experience that outside of yourself. You're worthless within. You're gonna be worthless outside. All right, cool. It's just called vibrational alignment, vibrational matching. You speak to the universe, you speak to God and all that through your energy. So your energy is worthless. Your experience, the expansion, the many experiences you could create. Since you're worthless, you project the energy of worthlessness. You're gonna get that back in return. Yup, vibrational alignment. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. We've all had to shift out of different vibrations and stuff like that. I had to do it. I'm like, damn, how I had all these evil people around me. Damn, I must still have evil people, evil in my vibration. Shift my vibration, ain't no evil people around me. Vibrational alignment should be matching. Man. All right, so as in the case of the Cyprus Bank, it's usually a last-ditch effort to keep the bank afloat. However, it's very unfair because it forces depositors to become investors. Yes, and American people like to be forced. They like to be forced. They like the mushroom tip. Motherfuckers is gay. All right, they don't force themselves. They like to be forced. At least those with balances over a certain threshold. Although they didn't, and that they know no more threshold. FDIC ain't got no fucking bread for the American people. So let's keep it going. Although they didn't sign up for that, they're forced to invest in a bank that's not worth anything. It's a legal form of theft. It's legal. Like I said, business is business. Y'all not knowing the business. That's on y'all. That's the devil. The devil don't give a fuck if you can't see the devil in the details. You deserve whatever the devil got for you, because that devil just served your bitch ass. Yup. The devil will serve you. As above, so below, as within, so without. What's happened on a small scale happens on a large scale, and vice versa. Thank you, D. Jordan. He put it in a different way of how I said it. It's way nicer. Tune in. The 2023 bank collapse of numerous U.S. banks. So 2023, we had different banks collapse, all right? U.S. banks include Silicon Valley Bank, SVB, Signature Bank, First Republic was a significant event that almost resulted in the first real bail-in. So we had some symptoms in 2023. This year was more the system. The operators wanted to make sure they highlighted more so the presidential stuff. You know, that got us through the whole year of distractions. Like there's, bro, like the fact that they're able to distract us this well, like last in 2023, the governments was supposed to close. It was like every 3 months the government was supposed to close. Somehow that news slipped past all of us throughout this whole year, and what was the main news is Donald Trump versus Kamala, and then some of the geopolitical stuff that's going on outside. When I say this media is good at operating mind control, they're very good at these things, man. Very fucking good. Because how the fuck we got through a whole year and the main distraction was literally this presidential stuff. Like, they're good. I gotta give them credit. They are good. Whew. So we had a little breather of bank close. I think a bank or two closed, but once again, it was swept under the rug because what was most important? The energy of what Donald Trump brings, right? Diddy too, right? Diddy, Drake, all those motherfuckers was more of a distractions, or more of the attraction than the American people focusing on the final finale of this financial collapse. Like, wow. Got through a whole year where American people ain't really focused on the financial collapsing of things. What an amazing country I keep learning a lot from. All right, so First Republic was a significant event that almost resulted in the first real bail-in within the U.S. It directly impacted the technology industry, but also the wider financial system, right? At the time, Silicon Valley Bank failed. It was the 16th largest bank in the U.S. by total assets, right? It financed nearly half of U.S. venture capital backed healthcare and technology companies, including well-known companies like Airbnb, Cisco, Fitbit, Pinterest, and Block Inc. Damn, son. Whew. SVB collapsed for a number of reasons, but perhaps the biggest factor was the fastest rise in interest rates in decades. The bank held a lot of long-term bonds as reserves. Excuse me. Nobody want to hold that long-term paper. Tell you this right now. As interest as interest rates went up, the value of those bonds went down. This hurt the profits, but also created a huge hole in the balance sheet. That would have been fine so long as depositors didn't want their money back. Of course they did. As they did, the banks was forced to sell these bonds, locking in the losses. As the news spread like wildfire on social media, more depositors pulled out their money. But they want to pull out their money when shit hitting the fan? That's crazy. Ain't nobody want to be moving like that. Ain't nobody want. I'd rather just pull my shit out and then let shit just collapse and then be like, well, good thing I did what I had to do. More depositors pulled out their money, 42 billion in less than 24 hours. Okay. Shout out to those people that was able to pull 42 billion in less than 24 hours. That's pretty amazing. I can't believe they even allowed you to pull 42 billion, right? Bank failures happened. Bank failures happen, of course. And once again, guys, they happen. So these are natural actual features. They happen. So make sure it don't happen to you. Hey, make sure it don't happen to you. All right, let me check y'all message real quick. If cash means nothing to banks, cash money better mean very little to people that want to earn profit. Right, Cody, but it's that government training, it's that trilateral training, dog. Like, they weren't trained to think for themselves. That's why I'm proud of everybody in this chat, and that's why I took out a 2-hour stream to like really applaud our greatness and who we are, because many people, they can't stay human. A lot of people are engineered. They're socially engineered. They're sheeps. They're government made babies. Like, You know, so I'm so proud of y'all because it feels good to be creating an experience for myself of connecting with people that gone through the fire and came out of fucking Phoenix. You know, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. You know, because if you don't create these experiences with God, you would really think that you're alone. And it is damn good that there's billions of people in this world, but yet like we one of those billions, right? Like we really stand out in a world full of billions of people. Meanwhile, they fit in, they fit in, or at least they trying to stay fitting in. People pleasing faggots. Damn, that one slipped. Okay, everybody worried about rap beefs and Diddy case. LOL. Yeah, those are the lesser human beings. Those are the human beings that are what you would consider demons in hell. You know, like that's what hell-based creatures or beings operate like. Like these people who focus more on Diddy and what's going on with Jay-Z and not focused on what money. Like I'm like baffled that people still they're trying to run up a bag off of talking about somebody else's issues. Like why are we not running up a bag off of the fact that we know about money and we want the other people of the world to know about money? Like why we still talk? Why does it matter so much? Like we know everybody in the mainstream stage, it don't matter what color crayon box that they are. They're all of the one system. It's all one energy. It's all Satan. Like let's wrap that shit up and let's focus on our own shit. Like all those energies, I don't care what color crayon box they look like. They're all the energy is all of Satan. Just wrap that shit up. Like it's crazy how the jail man, black people and whatnot, and everybody the jail man mindset. Y'all really care about seeing people that look like y'all on TV like that. Y'all is weirdos. First of all, that's not y'all stations. That's not y'all industry. Y'all not the one capitalizing and funding it. So you can't expect anything besides the satanic pull, the satanic energy. Like it's just common sense. It's fucking common sense. If the industry evil and the industry is pulling the strings of all these puppets and whatnot, all of them evil too. Like what the fuck? Appreciate you, Cody, for that $1 million donation. Real talk, man. Like we gotta people gotta get out that mindset. Like if you want to see okay, black people be wanting to see black people on TV. So create your own fucking companies. Create your own entertainment stuff. Like, why y'all want to keep trying to change Satan and his children that don't want to be changed? And then when they do the changes, right? You're still not happy because you're expecting it your way, like a narcissist. Like, it's a whole bunch of gay narcissistic energies going on. Like, you go to you acknowledge your abusers like this is what you're supposed to be doing and you want them to change when you could just create your own stuff off of your own strength. You got a phone. People acting like they can't be creating their own industries at this point. You got a phone, you got laptops, you got cameras. You could be doing your own shit now. Nobody ever got to be focused on Tyler Perry. Like, bro, he's satanic, bro. He's part of the industry. His music is funded by those people, and he got money from them. So clearly, he's Satan too. They're all. It's just energy. It's energy. Pay attention to energy. Don't give so much about the surface. I ain't no surface talker. I ain't no surface dweller. It's just energy. The energy of all them surface people that we look at, they're all gay and confused. They're all satanic. So we don't ever have to be focused on that, and we need to be focused on our bread and our preservation and making sure that we don't gotta be brought to our knees to be able to have whatever it is the system that the system is using against us. We have our own shit instead of focusing on other people's business and what is to happen with Jay-Z or any of these satanic figures. What? Who cares? All that's showing us you don't do shit Satan's way because you just get used and abused like a bitch. What Jay-Z had like a 30-year Aleister Crowley contract, and now they throwing them under the bus. Same thing with Diddy or whatever, where they had a 30-year contract, and now they throwing them under the bus. It's just the devil collecting, bro. Ain't much to be preaching around that stuff. The devil collecting. Let me hit that Let me hit that heart and thumbs up, brother. We are the Butterfly Effect. That's a great movie. I got to go back and watch that movie. Shout out to Ashton Kutcher, because I was too young trying to watch that shit and wrap my mind around it. Our bodies are the caterpillars. Our souls are the butterflies. Well said. That was beautiful. That actually gave me some chills in my heart space. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Reading that actually gave me some motherfucking chills, right? Because when the being that is writing it has power, like you could feel the power within the writing of the words. Yeah, man. Energy. So I thought. Sorry about that tangent, man. I just people be like shocking me, man. Like that they be focused, they be talking about nonsense. Like talk about some bread, talk about getting, helping people get ahead and stuff in life. Like if people can't see that everybody in the industry is satanic and gay, that's cause that's who they are too. It's just that simple. Shout to Good Time with another $1 million donation. Yeah, no, yo, I like fellas, especially that I'm getting respect from y'all. Like I gotta take a moment and just say I really appreciate y'all. To earn a man's respect, and monetary value too is that takes that needs a moment. I want to say I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for allowing me to earn, earn a listening ear. You know what I mean, and vice versa, man. This is what entrepreneurship is about. This is what legacy is about. Everybody involved, real family, everybody involved. Ain't trying to alienate somebody on some gay tip and make somebody feel small because they small. Like, ain't no, nah, man. That's them gay energies. That's some gay energies. All right, bank failures happen. I want to get rid of this article so we can move more to Bitcoin, right? But I wanted y'all to really understand that bank failures is natural. When banks is not when they're not managing shit correctly, when they don't have to hold money in reserves, just expect failure. Okay? Just like if you don't know about money as an American or global citizen, just expect failure. Just expect the infinity bill to keep you on that motherfucking hamster wheel. Oh yeah, great movie. Though, yeah. I might have to watch that tonight during the Last Supper dinner. Actually, the Christmas tree is in front of the TV, so after dinner. All right, let's keep it going. Bank failures happen, of course, and while this one was notable for the speed at which it happens, it was almost the first time a U.S. bank became a bail-in. Indeed, it looked like the federal government was going to let that happen, but politics got involved, and the feds eventually did step in to help. Shout out to D Jordan. Man, thank you for that $1 million donation. The game you are sharing with us is priceless. You are one of one. Thank you, D Jordan. I felt that. I felt that, man. Yeah, like I said, man, to earn my brother's respect, man, that means a lot. And all my sisters too. All my sisters too, cause my sisters, y'all kind of help jump started a little bit more. No, for real. Like Anna, man, shout out to Anna, bro. Like, shout out you. I don't be forgetting shit. Not the people that hold me down. I don't be forgetting stuff like that. That's not to be forgotten. That's to be remembered. Okay? Yeah, man. That my sacred space, man. I cherish those who cherish me. Real talk. Real talk. Once again, man, thank y'all for the love today. Yeah. Are bank bail-ins legal in the US? You're probably wondering if bank bail-ins are legal in the US. Yes, they are, right? Passed in 2010. This is very important. We listen up right now. It's getting good. Passed in 2010. The Dodd-Frank Act, right, made this possible as part of its strategy to prevent, excuse me, to prevent a repeat of the 2008 financial crisis. For whatever reason, guys, when I'd be channeling with y'all, I'll be collecting a lot of mucus. It's only when I be talking to you guys, though. Okay, so as part of its strategy to prevent a repeat of 2008 financial crisis, and 2008, I'm glad they highlighted that. 2008 let us know if the banks fail, the whole American economy fails. So this is why, with that being said, giving you free money, it ain't for you really. It's to keep the government, economy going. Everything that y'all here in America that y'all think is for y'all Americans, it ain't really for y'all. It ain't really for y'all. It's only things are only for you guys when you do something with your freedom. This is what you gotta peep in the devil in the details, the God in the details. You're in a free land. So expect that with your freedom, what's gonna benefit you the most is what you do with it with those of your family, your network. That's what's gonna benefit you the most. But you you migrated from one country to this country, thinking that you can still operate within a socialistic mindset. No, 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 no. You will still experience the tyranny in which that you experience in these other countries because you came to the freest capital, freest nation in the world, but you're trying to move socialist and you're trying to have the government still help you with freedom when you have freedom. Like, socialistic programs being here in America, it has fucked America up. I do not believe in these socialistic programs. No, no, I sure don't. Nah, all the Section 8 and all that stuff, I do not believe in it. Because it has made Americans lazy. It has fucked up America from freedom to slavery. That's what it has done. Now, maybe temporary relief, and just like how you have a parole officer and they make sure that you're not doing drugs, you staying out of trouble, you do the piss test. Same thing with those that want government assistance. They should be watched and monitored and made sure they're getting a job, and that they're back on their own 2 feet with freedom, and they go do some great shit with their freedom, with their free life. But all the socialist programs is breeding fucking evil. Is destroying family dynamics. Is making women turn the government into her husband, and it's just done too much fuckery, man. Shout out to Tracy. I've been thinking about you actually. Hey, there. I've been missing out. Excited. I get to catch a live. Shout out to Tracy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming in at divine time. So once again, guys, the Dodd-Frank Act allows this bail-in process to take place. Okay. This legislation gave the FDIC the authority to convert a failed bank's debt into equity. Into equity, right? And that's important to understand too, that within this wealth transfer, they're gonna turn this debt into equity, and then give it back to the people using some form of UBI program, effectively turning creditors into shareholders. The goal was to limit the chance the government would have to bail out large companies if they fail. Let me repeat. The goal was to limit the chance the government would have to bail out large companies if they fail. So they could just bail in fuckers. I mean, just do bail-ins instead now. What does the FDIC do in a bank bail-in scenario? At least that's what they're supposed to do. But we know there's a lot of shady business practices in the world, right? The FDIC's job is to ensure your funds up to 250 per account. I don't believe this bullshit. But in the case of bank bail-in scenario, that may or may not happen. Oh wow. You could still be forced into a bail-in scenario. That said, we don't think that's likely simply because the politicians in Washington want to get voted in again. The vote is over. Trump is the elect, right? And stealing voters' money isn't a good way to do that. So now that the election is over, whoo! Now let's crank the movie. We're gonna crank it. Well, crank 4, crank 3, crank 4. We're gonna crank up the pain for the American people that like torture. Cause I have to specifically say it's a specific group of American people. The bold brave free Americans, they're outside of the banks, guys. So I ain't gotta worry about that because they conscious and they assertive like that. You know what I mean? You gotta take assertive action, and them motherfuckers do that. All right. So this too, let me read that. I'm gonna reread that part. It lets you know how the system minds operate. I was like, oh, it's election, so we can't fuck up the American people right now. Cause we fuck up the American people right now, it's gonna fuck up the whole election stuff. This is gonna bring more. This is not gonna be as much of an ordered chaos as much as we would want. So they wait. Now that the election is over, they can bring as much pain as they possibly want to bring to the American vein. I was trying to rhyme. All right, keep it. Let's keep it going. Um, More likely, if there is a bail-in, savings of less than 250,000 would be protected. Any amount over that might not be. We will see. We will see. Okay, we will see. All right, I just know to trust myself more than I trust bankers. Trust myself more than I trust bankers. Okay? What you saying, Ash Lewis? They have us so free, but try to encapsulate our minds and spirits, and that's where you're not free, right? If your mind and your spirit ain't one and ain't connected, then you a slave. Because this is why Bob Marley said, "None but yourself could free your own mind from mental slavery." Because even back then, homie was able to see in the 70s and 80s, motherfuckers' mind is enslaved. Like slavery transformed, it never ended. It became jobs. It became the indoctrination system, the entertainment system, and all this stuff. The tech getting attached to technology. Slavery became, they mastered it to up here. I mean, even during the time of actual physical, they were still fucking with people's minds, so they just refined it, to be honest with you. That's how I look at it. Vanguard, BlackRock, the State Street are the three corporations that run this country. It's a machine. Don't be fooled. Shout out to D. Jordan. That is facts. That's a man that is doing his homework. And he knows, because he's an American, who is running America. Every American should know who's running America. This way we know how to pivot, leverage, and profit even more, where we bring America back great by us Americans knowing how to capitalize on any crisis. I don't give a fuck what it is. America is not as great as it once was, even though that was just a glimpse. That was just a quick fresh of breath air, quick fresh of air. And it wasn't gonna last, and it was never gonna last because majority of those bloodlines, they don't know about finances, guys. Like I also did the work to really realize, how did I come into poverty? Like how did my family got set up this way? And it's all due to not knowing themselves and not knowing finances. All the other details, I don't give a fuck about. That's not me. That's not my shoe. I ain't walking no shoe. I'm walking in my own shoe. It comes down to knowing yourself and finances. So this is why we make sure we know about finances, so my bloodline ain't never got to experience shit like that ever again. You don't ever gotta experience stuff like that ever again. Okay, Tracy. The FDIC will only cover 1 million, so anything past $1 million will not be given back. Anything past $1 million will just be lost. $1 million, Tracy? That they moved it to $1 million? Damn, I always thought it was 250,000. Interesting. They killed Bob Marley for that too, unfortunately. Oh damn, Tracy, you do know your work. You do know what you're talking about. They definitely did kill Nesta. Also, the head of Federal Reserve has a lot of power, actually more power than the president. Tracy, we talk about that all the time. I was clowning Trump. I think it was last month for when I think I have the content too, where Jerome Powell in the last meeting was asked by a reporter if he were to step down. I mean, if Trump asked him to step down or whatever, would he? And does he have to? And he said fucking no. So yeah, that's public information. That's public content. I made sure I got that content for anytime niggas want to be lost and wanna size me up with their knowledge, telling me that the president runs shit. No, the fuck he don't. He's just a CEO of a corporation. Just because you're a CEO of a corporation, don't motherfucking mean you're the owner, that you're the boss of the corporation. Because I would even do stuff like that. Have a CEO for the corporation, you don't even know it's a black man that owned the shit, but it's a white figure as the CEO. Yeah, man, I'm about that life too. You know what I'm saying? I'm about that life too. All right, 7 ways to avoid a bank bail-in, so we get the hell out of this article. And I'm not gonna. Okay. So now we come to the most important part of this piece: how to protect yourself against a bank bail-in. Here's what we've been recommending to our clients. All right, do not keep more than 250K in one bank. Me personally, I'll go even further. Don't keep your money in the bank. You have digital banks now. Digital wallet. Use the blockchain. The blockchain is your new accountant. That motherfucker tracks everything. Okay, so that it makes your accountant life easier when you do have to do your taxing and all that filing stuff, right? But you can, because we're in that what is it, do it yourself, DIY, right? We're in that do it yourself generation. Millennials is the do it yourself generation, Gen Z. So we're no longer doing this whole sheep herd stuff in which baby boomers and Gen X fancy so much. No, 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 no. We're truly millennials and Gen Z. We're about standing out. We don't want to fit in. We want to stand the fuck out. We want to actually be what we're supposed to be here in America: bold, brave, and free. And fuck fear, because that's them gay energies. Understand? All right. Um, we're not gonna go into reading all of it. Work with too big to fail banks. That's number 2, right? I would just stay away from the banks, but we're just going with the articles telling people. Number 3, keep track of the financial health of your bank. I would just once again say, stay the fuck away from the bank. You got to do all this work. All this work. It just seemed like too much. Because to me personally, if you just hold your own money, all your funds, United States coin, and all your other favorite utility assets and stuff like that, then you don't got to keep track of the financial health. You don't got to worry about nothing that got to do with banks. That's where I'm at as a boss, right? I want to get shit off my head, completely off my head. All right. Keep on top of the financial system in general. How the fuck you do that? Let me read that real quick. It's generally a good idea to keep on top of the financial media in general. Old school media can be useful, but social media plays a part too, right? Indeed, it was a post on social media that ultimately triggered the bank run that killed Silicon Valley Bank. So once again, the internet is undefeated. Shout out to the millennials, shout out to the Gen Z, and shout out to all the other generation that respects the Internet of Things. All right. Keep some cash out of the system. See, that's the best one. That's the best one. Get out of the central system and be in the decentralized system. This way, you own your shit, and there's not one system that owns everything, which means bail-ins. Just get out of the system in general. So you don't got to do any whatever symptoms, whatever the effects that comes from the centralized system, you're outside of it. You're in the clear. You're not worried about nothing. You sleep really good. You still got all your preps in order, all of that. You know, you don't have to go through no trauma bonding experience, and you could thank yourself, pat yourself on the back, hug yourself, and just be thankful that you are who you are, and that you are separate from the rest of the trauma bonding sheeps and whatever they want. All that trauma they want to experience. Stay away from it. Like, when you know better, you'll do better. Like, if you don't want to experience no trauma, that's because you know better. All those that want to experience trauma, they don't know anything. Keep some cash out of the system. All right. Don't trust the bank system entirely. Right. I would say never. Just use the bank how they use you to make profits. Okay. Instead, keep some cash on hand. We recommend, me personally, digital cash. That is better. Digital cash is better. This way, it's easy and convenient, right? And efficient to be a part of the opportunities when they present themselves. If you're not part of the digital game, it's harder to take advantage of opportunity when you're still thinking we're in the third industrial revolution. We're not in the third industrial revolution, guys. That's why y'all watch me from a fourth industrial platform. You're not in the third industrial revolution. And I don't see no manufacturing. I don't see a lot of that the old school stuff going on. So that's how I know we ain't in the third industrial revolution. And then this motherfucker said if it's not an option, they consider a safety deposit box. The boy need a box. But shout out to the person that wrote this article. And then 6, this is a good one. Invest in things locally that keeps value. I think that's one of the best ones she wrote down. And number 7 is buy treasuries direct. I'm like Robert Kiyosaki. I don't fuck with bonds. Nope. I wouldn't be fucking with bonds at this time. Unless you're talking about what, 28-day bond? 28 days, but damn, 28 days to lock up some funds, that seemed a little too long to me too within this fiat stuff. Yeah, that seemed a little bit too long. So let's with that. Okay, so now we understand, how to protect ourselves against bail-in. Stay the fuck away from the banks, guys. You want to protect yourself against bail-in? Stay away from the banks. It's either you're gonna do gold, silver banking, land banking, right? Uh, uh, paper asset banking, digital asset banking, right? Your business and whatnot, but you need to stay away from the banks, so you don't experience any of that. All you got to do is drink your coffee, your morning OJ, and just read the news and just know, man, I'm glad that I pivot leveraging and profit. I'm glad that I pivoted. You got to be thankful for that. Glad that you didn't do what everyone else is doing, which is still trusting the banks. You just trusted yourself. You are the bank. This is why we say these terminologies now. You are the bank. The fourth industrial reality allows you to be the bank. Accumulate fees like the bank. All that stuff. So if that don't ring bells to your ears like jingle bells, that's on you. Because blockchain rocks. It's right now. It's giving us way more purchasing power as millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha than the Infinity Bill. The Infinity Bill and what the government did, they destroyed my future. If they didn't destroy your future, that's fine. You don't believe that they destroyed your purchasing power and making you having to work harder. That's on you. That's on you. But I know that they destroyed my future. Paul Revere, who's part of my main character table, knows that they destroyed our future by printing 80% of all them debts in fucking 2 years, and we at $36 trillion now. Yeah, my purchasing power is trash. And the only reason why I'm as motivated as I am is because I pivoted in a sustainable direction, right? I'm on a sustainable path. I made sure of it because the feds changed my trajectory for my generation and every other generation at that. But it seems like the older generation don't give a fuck. They're shh. They like hush money. Shh. Shh. You having to come out of retirement. Shh. I just know to work. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work for them Infinity Bill. I'm a hamster on the wheel. I'm forever trying to stay a hamster on the wheel. I said millennials, Gen Z buying houses because we have non-sovereign assets. We're in the economy that is of the now. This is the now economy. The only ones that are still holding on is the people that are unaware of the now. They're not currently here right now. They're somewhere on Uranus or they're somewhere distant though. They're not on planet Earth. Because if they was on planet Earth, they would have been realized the third industrial reality is over. It's over. American people are waking up every single day that money is just faith. What happens when faith changes? Or excuse me, money's belief, because it ain't no belief. Because belief is something that can change. You can't change fate. Can't change fate. But belief is something you can change. So what happens when the American people believe in something else? Especially because they don't have their own mind, majority of them. So they'll change belief. For whoever is forcing them, whoever is their mother, father, which is the government. Oh yeah, they'll change their belief. They getting free money. Why the fuck would they not change? The people will switch up on you real quick for the dollar, bro. They will switch up on you real quick for the dollar, bro. You got to realize there's a lot of insecure people here in America. So you can't trust them. You can't trust no insecure fucker. You not knowing about money, that's on you. So I know you gonna flip on me. You gonna flip. You ain't gonna keep the same energy. I think the finance is not knowing about those, and also a lot of people not knowing the laws and the loopholes that are in the laws, right, Tracy? But how you gonna say you're an American? This is why I tell y'all that there's a lot of people that just want the energy that comes with America. They just want the prestige. They don't really give a fuck about America like that, because if those that are born here really cared about America, you will know finances and laws, because we're the freest nation, and on top of that, the greatest financial capital in the world. And how do you keep freedom? You take accountability, responsibility. How do you keep freedom? You know fucking laws. You're not in an illusion. You're not in an illusion. How you keep freedom? You have purchasing power. You have financial power. You have financial backing. This way, whenever business, you can't. There's bad businesses going on. You can go do your own thing. You don't have to succumb to anybody else's will besides your own, because you're free like that. That's what freedom is. All them Americans that we about to be submit to suck mushroom tip for some free money, them motherfuckers ain't free. Them motherfuckers are slaves. Cause if they was free, bitch, you ain't gonna get on your knees. Ain't nobody can have you submit. And we gonna talk about that later on today. When you're rich and wealthy, you're a threat. You're a threat to the system. Cause when you got your own shit, bitch, you don't gotta listen to the system. You know the people that gotta listen to the system, the people that ain't got no riches or wealth. Infinity Stone, Infinity Bill powers. That's the Infinity Stone, Infinity Bill powers. That's the infinite Tuxanumi or whatever that shit they call in Naruto. With Madara Uchiha. He wanted to put the hypnosis sleep on the motherfucking moon. Yeah, man, people they in that hypnosis. They're in that hypnosis, bro. They're in the illusion of freedom. They're in the illusion of choices. Like, most of America is bought and paid for already, and most of America is a monopoly. Just because you see different names, it don't mean BlackRock don't still own it. They can buy out all the small competitors and whatnot. Keep the name there. Keep it how it is. Especially being that people are already going there, and that's what they know. And you don't gotta change a goddamn thing. The money just goes to BlackRock. Like, the conglomerate companies own majority of the businesses here in America. So there's a lot of illusion of choices, and so the money just funnels right back to the top. All right, let me keep reading. Shout out to Good Time. Okay, so if you was in my shoe, you stuck you stuck working a job, child support payments, car broke down. What do you do? Working a job. Okay, so in my shoe, you stuck working a job, child support payments, car broke down. What do you do? Hannibal, there's a whole bunch of different factors here, because I would have to ask, do you work do you live close to your job? Like, there's a whole bunch of other detail, but you still do have a job. Shit, I would do you need the car? My car broke down. See, like, there would be a lot of questions I would have to ask you there, and then especially around the child support, and you going through your financial disruption. Definitely low. You would have to pay less. Listen, you as a man, if you're not in a right position, how can you continue to help your family? So you're gonna have to pull back. You're gonna have to tell your baby mama, like, you're gonna have to you to pay less or whatever. You're doing the best that you can do. You got things going on. If the bitch tight, let her stay tight. Once again, if you're not in a right position, how are you gonna keep paying child support? So you got to get you right so that you can continue to keep paying your child support. And however many more years you got. So I would just say not to beat yourself up off of the fact that you can't handle everything right now. A lot of things just unknown expenses came about. I would say don't hurt yourself. I would just say start to change up, get your expenses low. You got to get your expenses lower. You're gonna have to work more, and know about where to put your money. The best wealth driving vehicle right now is literally the blockchain. So you're gonna have to start to dollar cost average. I ain't say put everything in at one time, dollar cost averaging in. Because once you do lose your job, once you no longer have a job, I'm not sure how you're gonna continue to keep paying your child support. Or they probably get rid of it. Trump probably will get rid of it. People are gonna get government money and stuff like that. So we have some experiences that we gotta wait for it to take place. So we have a better idea how to move, right? We're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. But there is going to be a lot of systematic changes that are already taking place. But everybody else is gonna be aware of what's taking place. So. I would just say, my brother, don't kill yourself over what's going on, but you got to protect yourself first. Self preservation. Because your child gonna still be alive. You got your child. You're gonna make sure your child got money in their pocket. That's the only thing. That's how I learned to respect child support in a way, is because regardless if I had to do it this way or not, I would have been creating a savings account, a blockchain account, or whatever for my son, and putting money in there, and growing it and whatnot. Because once again, the tax code actually works for the American people that are capitalist investors or owners. It benefits you. It keeps money in your pocket. I'm just so it's just the socialist, bro. They'd be really giving out misinformation, bro. They really be kicking misinformation. Like, the tax code app operates around family wealth, legacy wealth, and motherfuckers be scared about wealth. Yeah, bro, go fuck yourself. Walk with grace. Walk with grace. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, I watched a video about it like 4 days ago. Me personally, I don't believe in banks. Yeah, no, there's nothing for me to believe in. When you know the history of banks and how America got to where they are due to the central banks, like, I will never fucking believe in no fucking bank. And you're talking about somebody who was born in a country where the Jamaican central bank already robbed my people. So you're really talking to somebody that has many reasons, very powerful, valuable reasons. I will never trust the fucking banks. Never. All I gotta do is watch my brothers over there in Hong Kong living in the motherfucking closet, all due to the fact that they working 2, 3 jobs for government wages. That's all I gotta do. And it forces me to be like, yeah, master passive income, master your time. I don't want to be like my brother, but I salute him anyway. They use the money you put in the bank. They use your money to make money, and they take your interest off that money and become very rich. And this is why I kick that game. If the bank's gonna use your money, why ain't you? Why ain't you? And this is real good government and bank cahoots, right? Make them into socialists, make them into Marxist idiots, right? And they're gonna leave all their money there so they can do whatever they want with it. Yep, it sucks to be a socialist. I told you, the socialists lose every fucking time. Everybody that's in the socialist paradigm, they're losers. You're the laughing stock of every fucking joke. You are a loser. It is nothing like living a lie, bro. This is you're a loser. When you are living a lie, you are a loser. Excuse that. My skin healing. I was doing car work. This is the effect of it. But you are a fucking loser. You got somebody keeping you in a lie. You're in a bubble. You're a bubble boy, bubble girl. That's crazy. I bought a little sterling silver ring. My daughters like sterling silver. It says faith over fear. Shout out to you and your daughter. I like that. Faith over fear. Actually, I've been seeing a lot of that going around. I've been seeing that on this one female artist I acknowledge a little bit. She be having shirts that be saying stuff like that too, to push her brand and whatnot. You never let anyone know the cards you're holding. I like that. That's real talk. That's real talk. Tracy spitting fire. You heard? Watch out for the World Economic Forum changing us into the fourth transition. Speaking of that, Cody, we about to put some of that on right now because I'm always playing World Economic Forum. So the American people are aware that while you are focused on being a little boy and little girl, being distracted, because that's what happens. You're a little when you're distracted, you're on little boy, little girl timeline, right? Even though you're distracted, real shit, real adults is still playing out real adult affairs, and they're talking about you as they're doing all this adulting, because they're talking about where to put you, what we gonna do with you, what's to happen when you realize your money ain't gonna be there. They're thinkers. Nation full of thinkers. Not a nation full of workers like the Marxist socialist. Once again, shout out to Cody. However, I've had some experiences. I've learned to have a better understanding on how this world works. One day, I just decided to shut up and start listening, and it worked. Yeah, Tracy, ain't ain't submission a superpower? Yeah. Men gotta submit too. We gotta submit to God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Submission is a superpower. You take a slice of humble pie. It's real humbling. It makes you see everything from a godly perspective. That's why these Jezebels and Gigolos don't know about that humble perspective, this godly view. They don't know how to submit. They don't know how to submit to God. Hey CKU, if you ever watch Doris Cannon shorts on YouTube, you'll see what I see. It's worth a minute for your time. Hold on, let me write that down. Let me write that down. Doris Cannon. Doris Cannon. Thanks, Cody. I'm check it out. I'm gonna check it out for show. I'm gonna check it out for show. Oh, real quick, because also Tracy was she refreshed us with how Trump works for the banks, right? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. You know I like playing this content. You know I do.
Bankrupt. Very. Trump makes a point of saying he never went personally bankrupt. But there's a reason why the banks decided to keep Trump whole.
We made the decision that he would be worth more alive to us than dead. Dead meaning in bankruptcy. We don't want him to be in bankruptcy. We want him out in the world selling these assets for us.
So you wanted him alive because he was a salesman and could best sell his own properties.
That's correct. We kept him alive to help us.
That boy was passionate at the end. We kept him alive to help us. Oh shit! Before I forget, guys, I did want to go over this other article real quick. Trying to stay on task. Want to go to this next article real quick. 3 ways Bitcoin could impact the U.S. economy, guys. For if I know a middle class doesn't exist anymore, but if the middle class did want the middle class to still exist, all they had to do was know that Bitcoin was the solution. As more dollars come into this economy, your purchasing power stays relevant and stays strong, giving you that high return on energy and investment with non-sovereign currency. This still just went over a whole bunch of people's head. It will still go over people's head, bro. When I say people are in this deep hypnosis, like this trance, this way of state of being, it's real fucked up out here. That they can't even get that simplicity. That simplicity. The more dollars devalue, the more Bitcoin skyrockets. The more we print dollars, the infinity bills, the more we print infinity bills, Bitcoin goes up. Keeping your purchasing power, keeping you in power as we the people. As you are losing power from sovereign currency. That technology is having you lose. And you have to realize They created all this debt so we could move to the fourth industrial reality. We would not be moving to the fourth right now effectively if we didn't have all these hiccups that are taking place here in America. All the hiccups that's taking place here in America is so that the algorithms, drones, and computers could take over like they're doing in China and Japan. I told you to look into the Belt and Road Initiative. The world is being very productive. It's actually being more productive than the typical mental slave American. The world is very productive. BRICS nation wants to be like the American complex of the third industrial reality. They want to be that producer nation. And those nations have a low enough quality of life and that form of normalcy for them to want to be that producer nation. Here in America, ain't nobody trying to go back to a lower quality of life to be a producer saver nation. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Let's be fucking frank. Let's be real about it. Ain't nobody trying to do that. So, we are a consumer, debtor nation. And for the level of productivity that we need to have back here in America to be a manufacturing nation again, it's beneficial that y'all get the fuck out the way and allow the robots to take over because there ain't gonna be no feelings 24/7, 7 days a week, 24/7, right? 365 days a year, that motherfucker's gonna be working to get America back into that industrial complex way. The American people can't do this. There's just way too much human blockages. There's just way too much things blocking human beings for the human beings to really navigate this economy. It will take a couple generations, bro. Like it's because there's too much trauma, there's too much abuse. Like when you have a collective of people that have been abused, you can't do too much with them besides give them free money, drugs, and let them play video games all day. I'm a businessman. Ain't shit I could do with trauma people. Whether and even just from a human level. Let me take off the business hat and put my daddy hat on. I can't do nothing with traumatized people in my family. That's why I mean in my family dynamic. This is why I don't got none of them relatives around. That's why I ain't got no relatives around. Trauma bonding's for the birds, bro. That's that weak shit. That's that shit where you gotta fight each other like they live. I gotta fight somebody that nah, bro. I ain't got no time for it. I ain't got no time for it. Go fight yourself in your room. You can't do shit with traumatized people. They gonna have way too much. They gonna be protecting too much of the lie. It's fucked up out here. Problem people be putting their faith in their money. Not they self and not God. Right, Tracy. That shit crazy. I mentioned before doctors get a certificate of live birth. But us as individuals, for our birth certificate, we get a birth certificate, not a certificate of live birth. And there's reasons for that. Yeah, see, shit. See, I don't even know too much about them birth certificates. Thanks for putting me on game about that. Yeah, I got to have women in my life that know about that stuff. Because New Breed Global Truth highlighted some real shit in the sense where Americans gotta learn. Women gonna have to learn how to give their own birth again. Like we gonna have to learn how to do a lot of things ourselves, man. Like it's turning into those hunger games type scenarios. Like that's what's happening. But I think this is good. I think this is us getting back to God. Like we have to get back to taking care of ourselves. Like at least like God's individuals that are about taking care of self. You know, we know Satan's individuals is about being taken care of by their Lord and Savior Satan. So they can have that. But thank you, Tracy, for bringing up that point. That's big facts. BlackRock owns 80% of single family houses as well. And that's motivation, Cody, for you to keep owning property and all of us too. Appreciate you, Paul Revere, for dropping that gold mining link. If you guys want to earn Bitcoin with us every single day for the remainder of the Bitcoin that will be released, right? And this is long-term, longevities or legacy generational streams. So we're always simply doing is dollar cost averaging it into these mining NFTs and accumulating Bitcoin, and we're holding it. We're hoarding it. Remember, we hoard good currency and we use trash currency, meaning fiat or United States coin or Tether or Euro stablecoin. We like to use trash currency. D Jordan. Yeah, Tracy killing the game up in here. It is inevitable for AI automation and take over, start planning and adopt it. Yeah, D Jordan, it is 100% inevitable. It's imminent. Like, all you gotta do is watch our leaders. All you gotta do is watch the leaders. China, Japan, they're leading. I told you, in this fourth industrial reality, America's not the leaders anymore. You have to realize America was only the leaders because of the world powers. That was the only reason why America was even the leader to begin with. Now all they're simply doing, because they're still in power, all they're simply doing is moving their wealth transfer. They're moving the stage. They're moving things around, right? And it's moving to China. China will be the world powers, just like they decided to go from the British sterling pound, right, to the United States dollar and shift that world power. And we had world power for quite a while, and now it's just shifting. It's just part of the game. It's part of the process and the natural cantillon effects of what's taking place here in America. When domestic manufacturing gets very expensive, we have to go towards foreign manufacturing. And this is how we got more into that state of being a import nation. I mean, we do produce things. It's just not how it used to be, though. So there are these natural forces in the world, and I tell you that there's these natural forces in the world. So you, as an American capitalist, you can go to countries where there's that opportunity. Where homes need to be developed. So you're that landlord, and you got the capital to be able to do these things. And make your money fatter, right? Because America is monopolized. So you just gotta be playing both sides. In a sense, what I mean is you gotta be operating here in America, and then you also gotta be operating outside of America, just like the government, just like Mark Zuckerberg, just like Coinbase, just like Robinhood and all these companies, right? They make sure they're also in the international waters. Because this is a global game, guys. We're dealing with global money. So you don't want to be thinking small anymore. You want to be thinking about capitalizing, because it's adult monopoly. You want to be thinking about capitalizing in adult monopoly, land here in America and around the world. You have options. Your family has different roots, headquarters. So this way, y'all want to spend 3 months, 6 months, whatever, as a family in one country, y'all could do that effectively. Y'all residents, y'all putting money in that country, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Don't go for the Hawk 2 coin. Nah. But I ain't gonna lie, that's funny, Cody. She definitely did inspire me. Born as an orphan, China teams to Russia for the reason. Yeah. BRICS got to formulate together to fight America, because we're the number one industrial complex, and we're the greatest narcissist besides communism and whatnot, to ever operate. So yeah, if you're gonna fight the narcissist, just like I know if I'm fighting the narcissism in my family dynamics, I got to get myself around the right people, right? Because it's misery against company, and it's the bold, brave, and free company. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And yeah, as far as Hawk 2 coin, I was inspired to create my own coin because of the Hawk 2 coin. But we're doing it in a more legacy generational way, and because she's caring about her own pockets, care about her fans, care about the people that supported her and all that stuff. I care about y'all. Y'all care about me, right? That's why y'all put money in my pocket. I care about y'all. So we will be putting money in our pocket, but this is also a currency or coin that could be around for the long term. Could be around for the long term, and we can give it utility. We can give it real case usage and whatnot, like how all these other utility assets, they gave these assets real case usage, right? So we can give our own coin utility, 100%. Because all money is energy, right? That's what this world is teaching us. That's what the reality is teaching us. Money is simply just energy. It's a collective agreement of energy. Appreciate your Paul Revere for dropping that the Lofty app, guys. If you guys want fractional ownership into property, right? Lower barrier entry would be $50. Cash flow, rental cash flow, and yielding. So that means you can have people borrow your money, and you're making money off of that as well. All right, let's go over this article real quick. So this article is from Forbes, which Forbes have Connect Wallet on it. That is key to understand. It has Connect Wallet on it. So the fact that it has Connect Wallet out on it, let me click it. Let me click it real quick. Oh shit. Oh no, wait. Connect Wallet. Where the fuck is this shit trying to take me? Oh yeah. You could put your digital wallet there. Okay, so that's where it's taking me. Frequently asked questions and stuff like that. So if Forbes is incorporating the digital wallet, you know what kind of world in which that we in, guys. Like this is amazing stuff right here. Um. All right. Shout out to Marie, because this is her article. This is an article from September 17, 2024. The narrative around Bitcoin, once dominated by speculation and controversy, and this is how what we witnessed to these last several years is how in which that they issue in new ideas, new currencies, and all that. They play both sides, the Hegelian dialectica, right? The Hegelian dialectic. You make something seem evil. You make it out to be the villain, and you turn the villain into a fucking hero, like they done with Joker and all these villain hero movies now. Yeah. Yeah, we really got to see a wealth transfer, guys. We really got to see how higher conscious human beings move lower conscious human beings like sheeps. Like it's been amazing to watch this, guys. It's been amazing. And those that are baby boomers, they saw it in the 1970s, but they jackasses, majority of them. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what happened to them. Okay, there is a growing interest in exploring its potential to positively impact the U.S. economy, championed by several pro crypto politicians. Most recently, their perspective has also been actively promoted by the Republican presidential nominee, Donald Trump, promoting a broader public debate. And what greater person to uh, bring in this all Bitcoin stuff if it wasn't Trump? Like Trump, this is very Steve Mnuchin. The script is a very good script. I got like we're watching real life movies. Like it makes movies even boring at this point. We're watching real life fucking movie right now. Like I gotta give it up to the directors. I have to give it up to them. Oh yeah, Cody, I wrote it down. I got you, and everybody else too. If y'all want to tune in, you become a sovereign citizen and be tax free. Although I've been reluctant. Are you talking about from the past? For the from the birth certificate? That's what's called founder. Mother to the state, you become a property. Yeah, when it concerns knowing the actual laws in which that can benefit you, yeah, there's a lot of fighting of the system, and that's the thing. You're going to their system to fight. They should fight against them. Like I'm not sure how one can really win that way. You know, it's that's their domain. Like yeah. Okay. This momentum offers a good opportunity to assess whether this idea holds real economic merit. A closer examination has revealed that Bitcoin holds potential to reduce the U.S. National debt, diversify the country's reserve, and help its oil industry. And this is the same thing for the American individual. So person, the American individual, the American citizen, they can use Bitcoin to pay off their debts. You know, to make sure their economic value doesn't go down, their purchasing power stays up. So there's a lot of benefit for the American people as well, not just the government, the American people too. And there's a lot of people that have been experiencing that are experiencing right now currently Bitcoin wealth, XRP wealth. Like Sigma Oracle, yeah, don't forget the man just came up in the chat and dropped a big bag, right? And told us that he made 1 million in a week. He ain't say nothing about infinity bills. He ain't say he made 1 million in a week from infinity bills. He ain't say none of that. He made 1 million in a week from this crypto game, from this blockchain game, the greatest wealth transfer game in human history. So y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Take a slice of humble pie. So Bitcoin could help reduce national debt. We're not gonna go too hard into this, but a lot of conferences has been going about how Bitcoin can reduce the national debt. Cynthia Lummis, I've heard that name before. She's speaking a lot about proposing a Bitcoin strategic reserve bill. And her bill, which she described as our Louisiana Purchase moment, outlines a plan to acquire, 1 million BTC over 5 years, right? And we already know our government has seized over 6 figures of Bitcoin. So the senator also claimed that such a reserve would serve as an additional store of value to bolster Americans' balance sheet. And with Trump speaking so highly about Bitcoin, it is a race now. It's been a race since Trump, been speaking so highly of it for every governments and whatnot around the world to move into this digital space as quickly as they can. And this is what lets me gives me the idea that within January or the first quarter, we're going to experience some more systematic shocks because people are every it's a race to the digital space, and most of the Americans are not part of that race. I hold faith that you got gold, silver, land, assets, business, corporation. If you're in the paper asset space, no problem, no problem. Long as you're outside of these banks and you're away from the infinity bills. That's what matters the most. Get away from these infinity bills as best as you can. Because for the majority of the Americans, the dollar is a third world dollar. For the majority of the Americans. It says the U.S. balance sheet is indeed in dire need of bolstering. So is the American people pockets. So if they're saying Bitcoin can bolster, right, the the government balance sheet, what do you think it could do to the American people balance sheet too? Give it that oomph that you need. Yeah, yeah, yeah. $20 is like $5 now. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, you don't go to somebody's home and start start home someone's home alone and start a war. Yeah, no, you don't do stuff like that. Exactly. Well said, Tracy. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm just trying to see if there was anything else that I wanted to get out of this article. I wasn't gonna stay too tight to this article like I did the last one. The impact of Bitcoin National Reserve. Diversification is key to a financial resilience, whether in a personal portfolio or national reserve. From this perspective, Bitcoin stands out as a unique asset class that operates independently of traditional financial system. And this is a very unique asset class that is for the people. It's beneficial for the people as well because without it, you most people can't get the assets that the elites can get. So this gives the people a fighting chance, y'all. This is what gives y'all a fighting chance. Okay, so as shown by the block, Bitcoin's correlation with stocks, index, and gold fluctuates between zero point 0.9 highly. I don't even know. I don't want to confuse nobody with that statement. Never mind. Screw that one. Yeah, yeah. I'm done. I'm done with this article. Oh, actually, let's read this last one. This last sentiment. Sustainable Bitcoin mining to boost oil industry. I thought that was an interesting uh bullet points that they had here. The U.S. is probably the country where embracing Bitcoin at a national level could produce the most significant catalytic impact. After China mining ban in 2021, America became a major hub for Bitcoin mining, and we did have a discussion about that as well. Shout to Killy, shout to Sis, that that as far as Bitcoin mining, America is number one with it. So I hold faith that you are participating with those entrepreneurs that have that have created the opportunity for us to be able to participate within Bitcoin mining. And that's why I say America's undefeated when we're talking about being the financial capital of the world and whatnot, because those Americans, which is a concentrated group of people, they really got some good shit going on in their brain. And they know opportunity when they see it. And this is why many of them are taking advantage of it. And most of the Bitcoin miners are American companies. All right. It's real beautiful in my opinion. Real beautiful. So becoming a major hub of Bitcoin mining, producing almost 38% of the total hash rate, according to the latest available data. Additionally, 13 out of the world's 24 largest mining companies are registered in the U.S. This is beautiful. Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday, sis. She's a Sag. You going to party tonight? You going to party tonight? I know Sages love to be social. My mom's a Sag. They love to be social. Almost every night. I'm like, Mom, you going out again? She'd be like, how my outfit look? Like, why you always ask me this question? How my outfit look? You look fine. Go ahead, go do you. Yeah, I knew it. Shout out to my Sag. Shout out to my Sagittarius. Yo, shout out to my Sag, yo. Oh man. One of the reasons why I'm also laughing hard because recently, Paul Revere and I, we watched this one guy who goes around college campuses and rizzing women around those campuses, right? So it was one of the homecoming content events, and it was like party social thing going on, and mind you too, the content creator, he's a Sagittarius as well, and then within the content, tell me how a lot of the females he was risen up, meaning spitting game to, they were all Sagittarius. They were all Sag. It was the funniest thing. I was just like, yup. When you at a when there's parties going on, you can find a Sagittarius there. just little jokes I be doing with having with myself from just what I've been processing from the world. Sagittarius love to party. They love to party. All right. We good. Thank you, Kelly, and happy birthday. Bitcoin mining involves using specialized rigs to secure the blockchain with large amounts of electricity in exchange for newly created BTC and transaction fees. Since miners are locational agnostic, that's an interesting word. They can be set up virtually anywhere with abundant and inexpensive energy, and that's where the Go Mining link comes in, guys. Where all these American entrepreneurs and global citizens of the world, they're setting up these mining rigs and allowing people to also participate, which then is increasing them making money and you guys are making money as well. This is why I love capitalism, y'all. Because the people that are going about it in a affiliate internet type of way, network marketing type of way, it benefits the company and everybody else involved and has a network, right? So that's why I love this. That's why the internet is multi-level marketing, guys. That's I don't know how people don't see it that way, but everything is about word of mouth. Everything is multi-level marketing, and word being that it's about word of mouth is all about knowing people and knowing people that are about making money too, so everybody can be making money as well. That's why I tell y'all brothers, it's very important that separate of your family, if your family's your relatives that are not really about being family, supporting the financial the family banking and whatnot, you want to create a family a network / family for yourself of go-getters, of winners, Motherfuckers that'll punch motherfuckers in the nuts and ovaries for acting trilateral or being trilateral. All right, trying to talk that dumb shit in our circle. Nah. Nah, you gotta if you are assertive winner, you gotta put winners around you too. Okay. This flexibility drives innovation, and that's what America needs to always be about. As citizens, we should always be about driving innovation. And one of the most promising avenues for Bitcoin mining in the US today is capturing flared gas, a byproduct of oil extractions. American oil producers like ExxonMobil and ConocoPhillips, I probably butchered that, sorry, are already partnering with Bitcoin mining companies. This is serious, y'all. This is serious. We talking about ExxonMobil. That's a dinosaur company, right? I don't know who Conoco Phillips is. I feel like I heard that name, but I don't really know about Conoco. But if you got ExxonMobil in Bitcoin mining, this is big business. Visa, I swipe Visa and I get Bitcoin. Big business. If these companies are involved, which we all use Visa or MasterCard and whatnot, if these companies involved, I don't know why you wouldn't. You acting like Visa don't got more money than us. All right, those of you that are not into the digital world, that's on you. That's on you. So they're already partnering with Bitcoin mining companies that install their rigs in North Dakota oil fields. So Exxon is smart enough to go to the experts and utilize the experts to better their balance sheet. Is the average American person doing that? Yeah, they gotta go walk with grace, man. They're pathetic. All right, so with Bitcoin mining companies that install their rigs in North Dakota, shout out to my North Dakotans. I don't even know how you say that shit. Oil fields. The higher Bitcoin prices climb, the more profitable such operations become. Let's read that again, so the American citizen understand how powerful this technology is and what's going to give you purchasing power. It's not the infinity bill. If you think the infinity bill will give you power, a lot of purchasing power, that's because you're under the infinity bill hypnosis. It will not do it. Get yourself back to reality, back to life, back to reality. You gotta come back to reality. All right. The higher Bitcoin prices climb, the more profitable such operations become, while also reducing harmful emissions, boosting economic activity. Machines is boosting economic activity, not the people. They're not innovators, guys. So I'm not sure how they're going to boost economic activity when you're not using your mind and you're just lifting things up and putting them down. You're not boosting nothing. So anyway, boosting economic activity and creating an additional wealth source for the country. This is the greatest financial capital in the world. And what it just did was create another wealth source for the country. A majority of the country will not take advantage of this new wealth source. They want to take advantage of the infinity bill. More power to them, man. The indoctrination, the whitewashed jail man, Egyptian man knowledge, it works every time. If you ever want to fuck up your life, your generation life, allow them to go to school. Allow them to go to school. This article speaks briefly on Bhutan and El Salvador. Let me see what they got to say. Bitcoin in El Salvador and in Bhutan. All right. El Salvador is famous for becoming the first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. Once again, outside of America is leading, and the rest of America is following. The only followers here in America, though, are the Marxist socialist Americans. Okay, they're the only followers. Let's get that right. Us bold, brave, free Americans, we're not followers. We're leaders, and this is why we've been leading within this digital space, right? So, they're leaders. What El Salvador is doing, that's leadership. And they did it before Trump, talking about Bitcoin reserve. So it lets you know America's behind. Not the American entrepreneur. No. The American Marxist socialist / the government chose to be behind on purpose. Okay. The first country to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender, integrating it into several national projects aimed at stimulating economic growth. So this is what Bitcoin is doing. It's stimulating economic growth and reducing debt. What is Bitcoin doing? It's stimulating economic growth and reducing debt. Is the people doing that? No. So let's keep it going. This is why we want to be leveraging the technology that's going to make our lives better and easier so we can spend more time with ourselves, our family, and so on and so forth. Okay. However, shortly after the introduction of the Bitcoin law, the IMF warned the country of the risk on financial stability. IMF need to chill the fuck out. All right, International Monetary Fund need to chill the fuck out. They the big dogs that deal with all the fiat stuff. They need to chill the fuck out. All right. Financial integrity and consumer protection, urging it to remove the legal tender status. El Salvador refused because El Salvador is letting his nuts. They letting their nuts hang. They're letting their nuts hang. Proud of El Salvador. 3 years in, El Salvador holds 5,875 Bitcoin, now worth 34% more than the average purchase price. So 34% in the last 3 years. What has happened to your money in the last 3 years? Didn't they lose over 30%? So the Infinity Bill is giving the American people and the global citizen less purchasing power. And Bitcoin is giving the American people and their global citizens more purchasing power. Let's do something great now. Let's do something great. The country has also begun mining Bitcoin using geothermal energy from its volcanoes and has seen its bonds outperform the Invesco Emerging Markets Sovereign Debt ETF. Interesting. So they're using geothermal energy from its volcanoes. I didn't even know El Salvador had volcanoes. And has seen its bonds outperform. Wow. Bitcoin is on the up and up. Is blessing up these poor countries, getting them out of poverty. I think they're out of debt now. But anyway, in 2023, benefiting from the momentum around Bitcoin spot ETFs, even the IMF now cannot help but concede that on Bitcoin, many of the risks have not yet materialized. Overall, despite the grassroots Bitcoin adoption remaining low at 12%, President, I don't know how to say his name, but of El Salvador, views the project as a success. It gave us branding. It brought us investments. It brought us tourism. He said, "That's all good. That's all good shit right there. That's what's up." Let's repeat one more time at the goodness the goodness of what this American technology is doing for America and the rest of the world. Listen, it gave us branding. It brought us investments, right? It brought us tourism. Nothing but positive results like what D. Jordan just said. Oh, Tracy, your son's a Sagittarius, and he's the same. I don't know what Sag don't live for the sea. That's like literally that's like your natural habitat. Like your natural habitat is to be in the scene, is to be at the party. You know what I mean? And socialize and get to meet new people and all that stuff. Yeah, man. Shout out to my Sages, man. Shout out to my Sages. A mark abbreviated MR precious metal gold silver. A mark preview. Oh, all white room. You're saying that you hold paper gold, paper silver. I ain't into. I'm gonna be real frank with you. I ain't into no paper gold, paper silver. I'm all about holding the actual gold and silver, right? That's what I'm about on this side. What you mean about that song? Oh shit. What song? What song we was talking about? I don't even. I don't even know what song you're talking about. All right. I think I'm almost wrapped up with this article. So yeah, all positive results, like what D Jordan talking about. This is on the up and up. Okay, let's hear about Bhutan a little bit. So the Asian nation of Bhutan has been quietly mining Bitcoin since 2019. 2019. These people are not fucking playing, right? This country's not playing. Uh, Arkham Intelligence recent research reveals that the country now holds 13,000 BTC. So they hold more than actually El Salvador, which is interesting to me. An impressive amount of equivalent to over a quarter of its GDP for one of the world's most isolated country. So one of the most isolated country is mining BTC. Meanwhile, you have American people in the freest, greatest country in the world not mining BTC. Damn, son. See, you see who wants it more than others. You see who wants to get out of government submission and tyranny. You know, you're seeing it through people's actions. Like they're done. They're tired. They're over. They're over being controlled. Like why? How is you as a human being want to be controlled by others like that? Like that's crazy. You're not a human being to me. You're not a human being to me because not even a mammal of God and nature want to be controlled. Besides, these dogs and shit, but they've been mute. I don't know. There's some gene splicing with that shit going on. But yeah, ain't no animal want to be controlled. The animal scratch the fuck out you, bitch. Don't try to control me. Well, you got human beings over here that want to be controlled and whatnot. That's why I said, man, that slave shit never died. Back to life. What you know about that song? You forgot I'm an artist. You forgot I'm an artist. Yeah, we love music. Yeah, we love music. Oh shoot. For one of the world's most isolated countries, Bitcoin could be the way to bolster its financial independence. See? Independence. This is what the American technology is all about, independence. But guess what? Majority American about no independence. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that fucking crazy? Okay, so the US has different economic goals from El Salvador and Bhutan, but investing in Bitcoin aligns with them too. Moreover, so once again with what I just said in that one sentence lets you know outside of America is leading and America about to follow, okay? Moreover, given its immense economic power, even a relatively small investment could have an outsized return. While Bhutan holds 27% of its GDP in El Salvador 1%, Senator Loomis proposed purchase of 1 million BTC would represent just 0.2% of the US GDP. Interesting. Yet such a move by the world's largest economy could potentially send Bitcoin price to the moon and help address some of the country's serious economic challenges. And moreover to what this article just said, this is why there's such a race for the digital space, because with the rest of the world being aware that America, the biggest economy, is fully in the open and publicly talking about having a Bitcoin reserve and stuff, it is going to skyrocket Bitcoin even more. And all the other nations know, oh shit, I gotta get my Bitcoin before these motherfuckers get their Bitcoin. Supply and demand. And there's way more demand than there is supply. So all we expect for 2025 and these next 4 years is we go, we go, we gonna boom so hard, bro. But I ain't even trying to scream and have it go out to the house. But we gonna boom. I be holding on my excitement. I be holding in my excitement a little bit, just a little bit, controlling it, being mature. But we about to boom. And you know who's going down? The infinity bill hoarders. Yeah, the slave wage hoarders. They're gonna go down so hard. It's not even funny. And I ain't gonna laugh at them. I try. All I can say is like, yo, I tried my best, y'all. I tried my best. We down to the 9%. We down to the 9% mark, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into this message, man, and thank y'all for all those $1 million donations, man. Real talk. Silver, gold, I've been collecting. I hear it's a good for bartering. Yes, Tracy. Yes. That is good money. That is good money. Let's go over the good money one more time, real quick. Gold, good money. Silver, good money. Bitcoin, good money. Land, good money. I did not say infinity bills. I did not say infinity bills. If you want to know what the trash money is, all government fiat. All government fiat is the trash money, and the whole purpose of that fiat is just to exchange, is just to have business transactions regarding products and services. That is the trash money, and the trash money is needed in this game too. We got the good money, and then we got the bad money. And the bad money is what we use to exchange hands and run this economy, and the money go all around. The good money is what we hoard and we leave for the legacy, the generation. As to what all this stream is about. All my streams is about legacy. It's not about get rich quick scheme. That's not legacy. That's not legacy. That's get rich quick scheme. Legacy is generation on generation on generation on generation. It's not gonna be like those members of my family where it's one generation had the wealth and the second generation took all that wealth. Like my father, like the woman that he with, I gotta go tell them to go fuck theyself, bro, because they make it seem like they smarter than me and they jackasses. They jackasses. They don't know nothing about no finances. Jackasses. Yeah. Selling land when that's a bank. That's the bank right there. You selling land? You don't know nothing about no motherfucking game, bro. So I got people my old past and what I gotta leave behind that got rid of they legacy wealth in one generation, bro. One generation. That's crazy. Your parents did all that work for you to destroy all of it after one generation. Pathetic. There's a lot of losers in this world. If you back a raccoon into the corner, it will attack you. Yes, I would expect so. Just like I would attack anybody too that's trying to put me in the motherfucking corner. I'm of God. I think God. I move like God. So hell yeah, that's common sense. That's some common sense right there. Back to life. Okay, gold, silver, crypto, land, assets, businesses, and corporation. In what was in what was do you mean gold, silver actually physically like? Oh yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah. Yo, you hold it, you own it. We don't. You don't own derivatives like paper gold or silver is derivatives of the actual gold. So that's just some artificial shit. That's just what that is. That's not the real. And even ETFs and Ethereum and Bitcoin is not actually is a derivative of Bitcoin and a derivative of Ethereum. So it's a synthetic version, like synthetic weed or fake foods and fake meats. It's not the actual origin. It's not the actual silver, the gold, or the crypto itself. That's why I don't fuck with paper assets, because that's dealing with like derivatives and arbitrage. I believe that's the term. Like it's dealing with just a whole bunch of fake shit. I like to have the real stuff, like real ownership of gold. Like, you know, I be kicking y'all examples. Like I don't want to have a stock. I want to have an actual real version. You know, and then when I gotta test it, I can do, you know, the silver tester or the gold tester or whatever. I'm testing some shit that is real. I can't test. I mean, you can test the in a strange way the public trading stock, but that's not really yours, my guy. You know what I mean? Like real shit. You go down to your silver store, you know, your precious metal areas in your location, and go buy you, you know, go buy you some actual silver, buy you some actual gold. You know, you hold it. See, I hold it. I hold it. Anything is to happen, I sleep real good at night. You know what I mean? Sleep with a brick. Sleep with a brick underneath your pillow. Yeah, all white, to answer your question. I collected gold coins up about 300. That's inflation. Shout out to Demon Time. Yeah. You see, you know, you got real world experience. Can't be taken from you. I collect. No. Yeah, I collect coins. I have a penny that's worth like 9,000. God damn. Yo. Chat got bread. This chat got bread. Yes, I want that 1943 one. Oh man. So we got some coin connoisseurs up in here. Cool. Uh, I'm not. I don't think I have any rare collections of stuff, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. I don't think I do. I would have to go over that information because I have had silver for like 10 years now. So I don't really be paying it no attention. We have 5%, y'all. I don't want to get cut off from y'all. So we down to the chat. All right. Once again, guys, shout out to everybody that sent me $1 million donation. I am not gonna hold up your time any longer. Y'all know what this chat was about. Will your finances be blocked? Yes, we know, not ours, because we're outside of the bank, but everybody that's in the bank, their finances will be blocked. They will have bail-ins and financial lockdowns. National Emergency Act, we expect it coming. World War III, we already know it's here. Understand or overstand? Thank you for tuning in to another Legacy Generational Wealth message. Once again, shout out to all my $1 million donations. And I'm going to see you guys on the next Legacy Generational Wealth message. All right? One love.